All right, and we're back. Here we go. The final investigation leading into the final day. Ooh. I know, it's very scary. February 24th, 3:12 p.m., Wright and Co-Law offices. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for Joe Dark killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? Am I using a Steam controller? No. But it's good that you brought that up. Have you gotten to use the Steam controller yourself? It's funny that you mentioned that, because I've heard a lot about the Steam controller. It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings, Ima? On the night Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. So that means you... Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. Yes, you did, Phoenix! You read the file! You haven't. I know that they got, like, sold out everywhere when they launched or pre-sales came out, something like that. So they're having to make extra. I'm kind of curious. I want to try it. I want to see how the Steam controller is, the new one. Because it kind of does just remind me of the old one, which I never got to use either. But I kind of want to use it. It looks cool. It looks weird. Okay. So, we don't have a whole lot of new evidence to bring up to her. Let's just bring up this. It seems everything is somehow related to this incident. What was it labeled again? The SL9 incident? Yeah. The name of everyone connected to this trial is listed in here. All that's left is to figure out just what role everyone plays in this case. If we search hard enough, I think we'll find our answers. What exactly did or didn't Lana do? I'm not sure I want to know everything. There's a dog sitting in my chat. Everyone be afraid. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together when she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then... what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. A permanent picture? I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So, you weren't able to testify about that? No. I was only asked about it when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. Couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true. Even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did. Especially not Ima. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Ima. You've been through so much. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. And find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Ema tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Ema. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor? Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Uh-huh. Executive investigators. Wait, so Gaunt was an investigator also? Okay, so Gaunt wasn't the chief of police at the time. He was an investigator too. Okay, I thought that was weird. Because that's why I had to keep looking at this earlier. I thought something was odd. Okay, so this does back me up. They were both detectives at the time. She was the best in the entire force. What? It's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her. Okay. We don't need to look around. We've already done everything there. Let's go talk right to Lana then. I need more information, lady. Hi, Lana. Lana! Mr. Wright? Seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, you're wrong. An innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana. Ema, sorry, I gotta go with the bit where I call her Ema. Ema told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. I don't know if I really need to present her with any evidence. Because I don't think she's going to know anything about any of this. Hey, you like the spray? Oh. Well, shit. Wait, can I spray you? Hold on. Okay, so she's not gonna say anything about this. Got it. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one. 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Dima. That trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Because the devil went down to Georgia and he was looking for a soul to steal. He was way behind and he was in a bind and he was looking to make a deal. You get it, don't you, Emma? What the fuck are you talking about, sis? Just ignore her. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gaunt cracked together. See, this also proves my point because all of the other detectives on that case met a worse fate, except for Chief Buttfuck over here. Chief Gaunt is the only one that got promoted. He is the only one that went up. Everyone else went down. He clearly had something to do with this. Chief Gaunt? He was the deputy chief of the police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Oh, okay, yeah, see? Damon Gaunt. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. Ema really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right? God's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command. That means the investigation lead was Damon Gaunt, right? Yes. Deputy Chief Gaunt and I shared the same office, and the same investigations. We even had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us? Damon Gaunt and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gaunt and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gaunt and myself. That's where he found me. So, you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gaunt and Marshall were questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who'd passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through it. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. Quite a coincidence, I don't buy it. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. That case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live with the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes. In the office that Damon Gaunt and I shared. The office that Mr. Gaunt now occupies by himself. The Chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder. Oh, we're about to get fucking killed, aren't we? Oh, we're dead. We're fucking doomed. Okay, let's go look around other places first, though, before we actually go to the big place. Package acquired. 'Twas a late Mother's Day gift. Quite good. Quite good indeed. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. I don't think there's going to be anything new in here, so we're going to go ahead and leave. I doubt Edgeworth is going to be in right now. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. Took a real beating in court today. Yeah, with Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago. I guess we'll just have to come back later. It's a shirt with babies on it. Why a shirt with babies on it exactly? Hey everyone, you guys want to look at the blue badger? Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never thought things would turn out the way this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck would run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go into the evidence room today, partner. Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why did prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. It says my cats and I talk shit about you. Okay, now that's good. That's perfect. Mr. Marshall, could you please have a look at this? Sorry, Bambina. I'm not a patrolman anymore. And I'm certainly not a detective. I'm nothing more than a wanted man now. These old eyes of mine have seen too much as it is. Okay. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dock's, alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind? I got the looks. But he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
How old was he? Your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall it was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently, someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? They did something to him too? The commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They?
Who are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gaunt and Lana Skye. The investigation led a lead, Damon Gaunt, and his second-in-command, Lana Skye. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office. Oh, sorry. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gaunt, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. Sorry, Phoenix was just trying to copy his voice, you know? He was trying to take inspiration. She'd never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Phoenix turned Texan. He was just trying to learn, you know? Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, he must have said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret? It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. You enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon gone. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Damn. I kind of like him. Okay. Fuck. I kind of like Marshall now. I didn't like him at all at first, but as the story went on, I kind of like him. I'm gonna be real. He's kind of real for everything that he's doing. He's right. He's absolutely right. I like him. He's a real one. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Thanks.
Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir? We'd like to have a look around Chief Gaunt's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. God damn it, Ema. If you didn't say anything, we would have been clear. Oh my god.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
Sweet. What in the fuck? Okay. Fancy. Whoa. Where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was.
Hmm? Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gaunt. That paper he was reading in his desk.
So, Righto, have you been swimming lately?
No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. Why do you keep asking me about swimming?
I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement.
Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence?
2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Does anyone notice something weird? Anyone? $18 to whoever figured this. Don't take this. Does anyone notice something off? Yeah? What do you see that's off? If you do this, your Majiro plushie comes in early. The trophy. Not just that, no. But good guess. Look behind it. There is a vase. In that vase... Okay, sorry. Jar. Looks exactly like this one. A broken handle with a broken piece out of it. Okay, man, must be a coincidence. Now, as for the trophy, you are right about one thing. Where's the blade? Where is the blade on the trophy? You are correct about one thing about the trophy. It is off. But then where's the blade? Something's not right with this picture. Can't quite seem to put my finger on it though. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh. But this office... It was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend.
Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gaunt denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside of the chief's office. Oh, Gumshoe! Gumshoe, I need your help right now, Gumshoe. You are my only hope. Yes! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, baby! Yeah! That's my goat! Yeah! Hey, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting so long?
Actually, I'm serving everyone coffee.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two in court.
That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes. Gumshoe, you know anything about this? Okay. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor's kept him safe from those who didn't like him. But now, with this,
Are there really so many people who hate him?
in our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies.
Hey, Dick, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat.
Yes, sir.
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime. Okay, Dick?
Yes, sir.
Seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier, while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
When he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
me? It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Ema was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let me see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. I forgot. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
A businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident?
An accident? Yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
And Animal?
You ever heard that song by 3 Days Grace, Animal I'd Become? Well, imagine hearing that every time you saw him.
Gumshoe, you spoke a little too fast and I didn't get to read all of that. I saw something about a kid walking by. I really wish that there was a log, that way I could see what was being said. Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course. This is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So, he turned himself in?
Yes. But in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too. But luckily, Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness? AKA Ema. Okay, so she wanted me to present the murder weapon. About this.
Hey! Is that...
It has a tag attached to it, with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again.
Oh, I forgot.
This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it, too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look at to notice that.
Yeah, well anyway, shut up. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. Up his ass. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body.
That was so shocking it made me sneeze. Oh, man.
It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match Dark's knife? That doesn't look like the kind of blade that would be on the switchblade, though. That doesn't look like it at all. Oh, well, you know what? I don't know. It could be. It could be.
You bet. Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty inclusive. Okay, there's something that bothers me about that. Let us go back to this. One more thing. Is there one more thing that seems kind of odd to you? This is maybe me shooting in the dark. But is there one more thing that seems a little weird? This could completely be a shot in the dark. I could be oh, good lord. I could be grasping for straws. But there's one more thing in this photo that's off to me. And it's not just Lana smiling. Wait, hold on. I'm looking at something else. No, never mind. That blade right there, for some reason, is very in focus and it's very shiny. It's like it's trying to draw your eye to it. I could be completely wrong, but the murder happened in that office, right? So then... Huh. I have to follow up with that when we get to investigate the office.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gaunt.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief, sorry. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Just simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh, but we have an ID card.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Ah, shit. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
About that jar. I think I've seen it somewhere before.
Somewhere?
Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous lives.
This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met.
Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in the chief's office and he's yelling at me.
Chief Gaunt?
Where could I have seen that before?
Duh. Right here. God damn it. You idiot. Look at this. Shit. Damn it.
been studying up on those files, and there's nothing wrong with Mr. Edwards' presentation. I think people are accusing him of injustice. God's among us. I, for one, ain't buying it, pal.
You looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal while it was going on, you know. After all, the serial killer was on the loose.
Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dart guilty. What do I have that could prove it? I would have assumed that the vase would have, and it was close. He was noggin at it, but nothing.
Well, that's the ID card record, isn't it?
Yeah. There's only one number left to investigate. At 4:20 p.m. The victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered the evidence room along with someone else. Someone with an executive office number.
77777777.
That's 17 too many, Detective. An executive officer. I just might have a hunch. Fuck, that didn't work either? Really? I would have thought one of those would have worked. Yes. Okay, this is already the stuff we went over. Yeah, we already went over this. Oh, shit.
Oh, lost item report. Huh.
Very impressive, Detective. You know what it was right off the bat.
Well, I am a master of misplacement, you know.
Master? It has such a cool ring to it.
The way I see it, things are meant to be lost, and they're meant to be lost. There's a higher power at work here.
Wow. Higher power. Maybe I shouldn't let Ema hold any evidence. Ah, okay, we have something new here. Wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is. Looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. It's another allegation to me. Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gaunt's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks Looks like this was taken when you received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes?
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding... yeah, it's a little different than yours.
Yes. You're right.
Ah, I remember now. Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story?
Sounds interesting.
Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Okay.
But this isn't related to the case, remember? You said so yourself.
So I did.
Chief Gaunt gave this to you that day, didn't he? He asked you to bring it here from the police department.
The chief is a very competent man. Sometimes he does things that don't make any sense. At least it's better than being incompetent and doing things that don't make sense.
A certain detective comes to mind.
Okay, hold on. I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. You crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth?
Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground! Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet.
He didn't even look. What? Letter of...
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says, letter of resignation.
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me is tied.
Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. The path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. No one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh.
I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I could use it for anything.
Oh, I can give it to Gumshoe. Due to the recent events, I hereby announce my resignation as public prosecutor.
Really wrote a resignation letter.
Wow. Even when resigning, Mr. Edgeworth is cool and concise. Still, it wasn't his fault.
Someone has to be held responsible. I
That's how it is in the grown-up world. Yeah, the responsibility means nothing if he just quits. Well, not everyone sees it that way. Truly take responsibility, you should have to work the rest of your life for no pay. That's one tough grown-up world there. They say where there's smoke, there's fire. Apparently, I was so caught up in the smoke I lost sight of the truth. Edgeworth. The others are right. I have no right to serve as a prosecutor. But Mr. Edgeworth, you were only doing your job. I've always made my own decisions about what I can or cannot do. That hasn't changed. Forgiving myself is something I cannot do. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright. Okay, we've already went through this. There's no excuses for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to. And nothing I do can erase that fact. Didn't know, did you? I mean, that evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same, no matter what excuses I might have. Mr. Edgeworth. I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? And Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First, last year's trial. And now this one. Seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial. Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's why that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture? Something seemed strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this. Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes. Just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah! Chief Gaunt asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes. It was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to? That's right. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. Very well. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gaunt. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief Gaunt. Okay, Edgeworth, thanks for your time. Oh. Excuse me? Yeah, I knew it was her. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Starr. I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kinda like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. What the fuck? What? Why the fuck would that be the first thing you mention? What? Huh? You could have brought up any other example, and the first thing you think of is, you ever sucked a cow's nipple? You ever thought about it? Doesn't it, like, make you curious what kind of man would suck a cow's nipple? I mean, God, it's weird, isn't it? What the fuck? Why is that the first thing you go to? No what? I don't know. This is a woman with multiple boyfriends. I don't know why I'm asking.
Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence.
Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness?
The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
Miss Starr's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Do you have anything to say about any of the new evidence? You want to take a look at this?
Star, the only thing I can give you now is a poppy seed rice set.
Talk about cheap.
Eat this, maybe you'll be able to tell black from white in court tomorrow.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like she's gonna say anything about any of the new evidence. Yeah, no, okay, so none of the new evidence is gonna be of any use here. Okay. Just double checking. I just wanted to check all our new evidence. Doesn't seem like any of that's useful for right now.
Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate.
Her?
Lana Sky. My sister? The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gunn. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out.
You mean with the forging of the evidence?
Don't get me wrong. Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in the court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But we don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
She was being used? Damon Gaunt and Lana Skye. Gaunt led the investigation, with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gaunt's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that I mean his ability to track evidence. He'd produce the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled.
Incredible evidence. You mean...
Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though.
I take it she's talking about forged evidence.
Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked, and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shot. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
Lana transferred over to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she?
Yes, thanks to Chief Gaunt's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one can stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
So, hold on. Did she confess to the crime that way he wouldn't have power over her because she was the defendant? Is that why she confessed? If she was being used, controlled by him, then that means she would have confessed this crime. That way, she would be off the board, leading to it all being led back to him by a good attorney.
If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know. But one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change.
At last. Finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been.
Alright, thank you, Angel. We've got one more person to talk to. And that's our goat.
Oh, you're back.
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. I'm brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that DJ.
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you into the chief's office. Period. It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Yep. I want to check out this office. This is what's nagging at me. Before I go, I want to check out the office.
Well, what's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
Oh, I can't believe they'd pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him.
Detective.
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But...
Here, take my ID card.
You can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So, at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
Alright, detective. Thank you. Thanks, Gumshoe. Want to know how much is left? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Let me know. I just want to at least get the office done. Detective Gumshoe isn't very photogenic, is he? Whatever you do, just don't say that to his face. Look, his eyes are half shut. Yeah. And his mouth is half open. Hey, each of his shirt buttons is off a notch. And he's got the narrow end of his tie in front. I think this goes beyond being a photogenic issue. Last two areas? I wonder what the hell the last one could be then. Here goes Mr. Wright. We're in. If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
Well, if that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Ah! Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too.
If you're here, then what's the point of giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket.
Hey, don't do that to my card! hardly ever get a chance to come in here. I figured I'd have a look around myself. And besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Not if we're lucky. Come on, let's see what we can find.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
First things first, I'm going to spray.
Okay, there's something right there. Hold on. Whoa! This area must have been covered in blood. Is this from that incident? It must be. When Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. 2 years have passed, so the reaction's kind of dull. So a murder really did take place here. I don't think anything else would have blood then. Not like I'd assumed anyways. Yeah, okay. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons?
It sure is, pal. Chief doesn't care for imitations.
First the pipe organ, now this armor? Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. I don't have any taxes to pay.
Careful what you say. Who knows? Chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out. You just don't know how scary that guy can be.
Wow. Look at the size of Chief Gaunt's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier...
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gaunt! Look at that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of evidence?
In most places, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey, look at the case name.
Huh? SL9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, detective. What did you just say?
I said, I wonder what...
No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long?
Yeah, that's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
App-sized list of evidence. The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it. Chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. I wonder what this is. Looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I'd better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no. It's nothing. your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I'd better not forget about this picture. Okay. Interesting. Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list. What would this list be doing here? I better look a little more into this list. This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay. If you say so. Looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. We have fingerprinting technology. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's...
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Yeah, uh-huh. Yep, it's all been building to that.
Bingo.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
7 sevens. The final ID card number on that record. It's like Von Karma's pin being 1111. Yep. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean... 7777777. That ID number?
I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gaunt's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside?
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look, it's a
shard from a broken cup.
This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. What's this? Looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now.
A piece of cloth with a handprint on it. And a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on. There's gotta be something we can show the detective. Okay, well, first off, we already know about the vase. I pieced that together pretty much instantly.
Well, the chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the criminal affairs department.
That's on the 2nd floor. And this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
When a detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office. And makes them listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes us all.
After that, The detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ears.
So it's an instrument of punishment. Literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's beside the point. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here?
No. Chief Gaunt must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends are made of.
Does he keep it in memory of her? Or in memory of the crime? These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf. Hey! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park. Okay, they're both the same shelf. This was taken on the day 2 years ago. The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Ema.
After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. Then went along with the Chief Gaunt to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Gee, you think? Okay, now we gotta... That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gaunt's office now. He practices a strict policy on preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be on alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Well, of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see. So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No, one except Chief Gaunt. And the cleaning lady who's in here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes? I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be... No. No, there's no way. Never mind, don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy.
Huh? What is it?
When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that.
Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you?
You two don't think Chief Gaunt might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Gaunt. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet.
There you go ignoring me again.
Detective Gumshoe, did you have another look at this jar?
Oh, I remember when the three of us put that back together. Those are the days.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
You mean this one? That was in the safe?
Yes, that one. That was in the safe.
Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue. I can piece this together again. That'll prove Chief Gaunt was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. There. It's like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gaunt willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. What?
Hey guys, get a load of this.
What is it?
This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
There's a reddish line on it. Reddish line? That's blood.
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gaunt hide this in his safe?
That is weird. Why does it look like that? Hey, look here. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here. Looks like blood. This piece the chief has is different, though. The blood stains on the other pieces are just spots. But this one's a line. That is odd. A funky looking little vase.
I feel a lot better now that this jar's complete.
It only raises another question. What was the piece of it doing in the chief's safe?
More importantly, why wasn't there any money in there? Isn't that what safes are for anyway?
I have a feeling the outcome of tomorrow's trial just might hinge on this. Wasn't there another thing, though, that was in there? Okay, well, it doesn't seem like there's anything more I can do in here. Or can I show him the fingerprinting dust? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective.
Alright, go to town. Sheesh.
are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
Oh my god. It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh! I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Yeesh. Where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? You don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Don't worry. Don't worry. The pool is being peed in right now while we're taking fingerprints.
Don't worry, it's fine. I promise.
Hold on. I'm an expert at taking fingerprints, I promise. Maybe. How's it going, pea shooter? There we go. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Just playing Forza Horizon 5. Isn't there a new Forza game that's coming out? I thought there was like some big controversy about that, like it leaked early or something. I've never played a Forza game. I just know car. That's about all I know about it. Oh my god, what do you mean it's just a partial? There we go. Okay, it's not Damon's. It's Ema's. I have a leg injury, so I can't work, so I'm too broke to get Forza 6 right now. No! Don't worry, Forza 5 is probably a banger as well. I didn't even know there were that many, to be honest with you. I'm genuinely out of the loop. There's multiple Forzas, though, not just Horizon, right? Isn't there... Aren't there other ones? Or am I thinking wrong? No. What can this be? What are Ema's fingerprints doing here? Hey, found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Huh? Oh. It seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh. That's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Hey, you. Over here. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Ema for now.
Here. Maybe you should hold on to this. Well, was I any help?
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it weren't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right? You in the coat. You've gone.
Didn't think you'd be back so soon. Have you played Danganronpa? No, but you are not the first person at all to mention that. I think this is probably like the third or fourth time it's been mentioned while we've been playing through this. I'm not familiar with it hardly at all, outside of like the apparently stupid ways characters can die or something like that.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat? Me, sir. Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir...
Now get out.
Yes, sir.
We'll be on our way too then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair? Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
Sir, I'm not a licensed scientist.
You with the spiky hair? You're free to go.
Mr. Wright!
Look, pal. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
Thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gaunt was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it this whole time?
Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try and smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
After that, I heard from Ema. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day. I see. So the chief asked Ema to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days, it's absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. Seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Just a few talking points. Danganronpa's pretty good. Yeah, a lot of people have said it's really good. I don't know, I have to look into it more. It just kind of doesn't seem like the kind of thing I would like. But I don't know. We'd have to see. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so. Because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly so frightened of? What is this person's name? It's Mike Meekins. Oh wait, I can see everyone's age. Oh, he's 30! Okay, he's young. Wait, he's young. He's really young. What? Okay. I thought he was like mid to late 30s or something. No, he's barely 30. Damn, he's really young then. Marshall's pretty young too. They're all pretty young. Except for Gant. Well, Miss Sky? Mr. Wright? You are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gaunt's name was never mentioned? Chief Gaunt? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you. But also one other, Damon Gaunt. If you intend to accuse Chief Gaunt, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gaunt falsified evidence in that case. Take that! I just found this in a safe in the Chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gaunt himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's orders. Even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Now, Mr. Wright, you can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate. The murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day.
I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car.
Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken. And I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body.
The murder weapon.
You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. Knife from the SL9 incident? Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. Remember what I was saying last time, that it looked like the body was already dead when she stabbed it? I was right. He was already dead. She was already putting a new weapon in there. I hit it right on the nail. I hit the nail right on the head. That would be Edgeworth's knife? That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoe as well. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Starr. Huh. Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that, by whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped up the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident. About Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day.
A bad feeling?
The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gaunt, the first thing I did was make a phone call. Phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
Marshall?
Why on earth would he call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden. I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh,
You mean, not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
so your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room.
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But, Lana,
You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
our trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons.
Gotta get to the bottom of everything.
Detective Goodman's real murderer.
What went down in the chief's office 2 years ago?
Oh, this feels like its own game. It is really good, though. I really like this case. Oh, man. This really does feel like a finale. It's hard to... they kind of both feel like a finale, like a two-part finale, two-case finale. Because this still has a lot to do with Edgeworth. Trial former. Okay, it's going to be it's going to be a split trial. Oh, this is good.
All right.
Oh man, yeah, this is a really good trial. I'm really enjoying it, but okay. I've been pretty much spot on though. I have been nailing it on the head, especially the trial that we went through today. I got everything immediately. Everything was clicking with me. Everything is clicking with me now. I just have to prove it. It all makes sense. I figured it out really early on, and I'm so glad I got it right. I'm so glad that everything keeps proving me right. Every little detail, for the most part, I'm getting correct. This is good. This is a really good trial. This week is the finale. This week it comes to an end. Get ready for that, everyone.